Hello, my dear students of class 9. Hope you're all doing well. Now, I'm going to teach you how to write a notice and an email. In your English language paper, for the third question, you have to write a notice and an email. This is a compulsory question and you do not have a choice for it. Now let's start with notice writing. A notice is an official way of announcing something and is a very short piece of writing. It is widely used by individuals and organizations to announce events or meetings, occasions, public instructions, to make appeals or to give invitations, etc. Notices are normally intended to be fixed on specific display boards, whether in schools or in public places. A good notice is always to the point and leaves no scope for further enquiries. Now let me show you the format for writing a notice. Now first you have to write a heading to introduce the subject of the notice. The heading should be relevant to the event and it should not be long. Now suppose the event is a dance competition. You have to write a heading to introduce it. Next is the name of the event. So this name of the event will be there in the question paper. It should be short and clear. For example, Inter-School Patriotic Song Competition. Next, you have to write the date on which the competition is going to be held. Next is the time when the competition is going to start and when it will end. Next is the full address of the venue where the event is going to take place, whether it is a hall or an auditorium. So the location of the event has to be mentioned here. For example, the activity hall, St. Vincent's Convent School. Next, you have to write the target audience, invitees or message. Now, this means for whom the notice is meant. Details of the target audience and any short message that you want to give. Now let me show you how to write a notice according to the format. Here is the question which I will read out for you. Your school is hosting an inter-school debate competition. Write a notice to be put up in the school notice board informing students about the event. Now this is how we go about writing the notice according to the given format. Now the first thing that you have to write is a heading, a catchy heading which is relevant to the topic. So the topic given is the topic given is inter-school debate competition. So here the heading can be War of Words. Next is the name of the event. So this is given in the question. It is inter-school debate competition. Next is the date on 8th July, 2020. Next is the time from 9 a.m. to 12 noon. Next is the venue of the event. At Activity Hall, St. Vincent's Convent School. Now, next is the target audience of whom you have written the notice. So, students from classes 8th, 9th and 10th who wish to participate in the competition should give their names to the activity in charge on or before 1st July 2020. So after writing the notice, draw a line on all sides with your pencil like so. Now let me tell you the distribution of marks for the notice. The heading carries 1 mark. Name of the event is 1 mark. Date is half a mark. Time is half a mark. Venue is half plus half. The location and the address. And target audience is 1 mark. So the total mark is 5. Now let's move on to email writing. With the digital age becoming an integral part of our daily lives, handwritten letters have been replaced by emails. This means of communication has overshadowed many other traditional methods. These days, we don't have many people writing letters, but the biggest advantage of sending emails is the fact that you can pass on the message in just a few seconds to any corner of the world. This is the format for email writing. Now, first you have to write to. Now, you fill in the complete email address of the receiver. For example, if you are writing to the principal of St. Vincent's Convent School, so you write principal St. Vincent's Convent School at gmail.com. Now, if you are sending the mail to multiple recipients, that is more than one person, you write the ID of the first person, then comma, the ID of the second person, and so on and so forth. Now, subject. Fill the subject without fail. Subject should be appropriate to the given topic. Next we have salutation, which means the greeting. So here you write sir, comma, madam, comma, or dear sir, dear madam. Next is the message. The message that you will write consists of 3 parts. The opening sentence, then the body, and the closing sentence. Language should be informal or formal depending upon the recipient to whom you are sending the message. Emails are usually short, so keep each of these 3 parts very brief. Next is the subscription, which comprises yours faithfully, the sender's name, and the designation if it is asked in the question. Now let me show you how to write an email according to the format. Now before we proceed, now let me also tell you that there is a connection between the notice and email in the sense that the event is the same. So here the question is, let me read it out for you. Write an email to the principal of a neighboring school informing him or her of the event. So the event here is the same event for which you have written a notice, and that is inter-school debate competition. And requesting him or her to send a team to participate. Now here's how you will write the email. First, the to address, the person to whom you are sending the email. So you are writing the email to the principal of a neighboring school. So this is how you will write the email ID of the person. Principal, Bluebell School @gmail.com. So everything should be written in small letters and there should be no space in between them. Next is the subject. What is the subject? It is inter-school debate competition. Then is salutation. Salutation begins with a capital letter and a comma after it. Now the next line is the opening sentence of the message. So this whole thing from here to here is the message that you are going to write, and it has 3 parts. Now first is the opening sentence. So this is how you write the opening sentence for the given question. Our school is hosting an inter-school debate competition, war of words. So this completes the opening sentence. So you go to the next paragraph. It will be held on 8th July 2020 from 9 a.m. to 12 noon at the activity hall of St. Vincent's Convent School. So here in the body, you provide the same information that you have already given in the notice because it's the same competition. The topic will be given to the participants an hour before the competition. So this is the body. We request you to send a team of 6 participants from classes 8th to 10th to participate in the event. This is also a part of the body. Now the closing sentence. We look forward to your school's participation in the event. Thanking you. Then we have the subscription, yours faithfully. Y should be written like this. And no apostrophe in S. F should be spelled with a small letter and a comma after faithfully. Your name and designation if it is asked in the question. And then after writing the email, just as you did in your notice, draw a line on all sides, and after the email ID, you draw another line here, and after the subject, draw another line. And remember, students, when you are writing the notice and the email, do not make any spelling errors or grammatical errors, for your marks will be deducted if you do so. I hope all of you have understood how to write a notice and email. Now you can practice writing them from your Total English workbook. So that's all I have for you. Thank you and God bless.